much. Hello, everybody, and welcome to the show.
Hello, hello, hello. And to the show. Welcome.
Hey, Basil. It's great to be back, isn't it?
Oh, it's marvellous.
Doesn't it give you a thrill to see a marvellous audience?
Oh, it certainly does, Mr. Dick. What a thrill. I've got shivers up me brush. I see. Have you got shivers up your brush?
Basil, I haven't got a brush.
Ah, poor old Mr. Derrick. All together now. Well, we can't all be perfect, can we?
Well, Basil, I've really been looking forward to this week, haven't you?
Oh, so have I. But I'm not looking forward to next week.
Why not? What will you be doing next week?
My nut, probably. Yeah. Huh? My little nephew Horace is coming to stay with me.
Well, that'll be nice.
Nice! Have you met little Horace? Cool. They have to pay his babysitter danger money. Yeah.
Oh. What's wrong with him?
Well, he's so cheeky. He's always getting into mischief and causing trouble.
Yes, it must run in the family.
Yes, I suppose it must. Hey, watch it.
All right. I'm sorry, Basil, I'm sorry. It was only a joke.
Believe me, little Horace is nothing to joke about. When he gets bored, he's like an accident waiting to happen.
Well, you...
Boom, boom!
Hey, Basil,
yes.
You mustn't let him get bored. You must take him out somewhere.
Well, I'm frightened too. If I take him to the pictures, he cheers the baddies.
Well, take him to the zoo.
Oh, no, that's too expensive. When little Horace goes to the zoo, he has to have 2 tickets. One to get in and one to get out.
Well, what about Madame Tussauds? They've got some marvellous dummies.
No, he's too old for a dummy.
Has he been to Madame Tussauds?
Yes, once. And they changed the name to the Chamber of Horace. He frightened the life out of the statues.
Hey, Basil, you tell me, when is your little Horace coming to stay?
Next Saturday.
Saturday?
Yeah.
Well, where do you usually take your friends on a Saturday when they want to enjoy themselves?
I haven't the faintest idea. Of course. Why didn't I think of that?
Anytime you want to take someone on the town, there's a place that Basil recommends.
Come to our theatre. There is nothing better.
This is what we tell our friends.
How'd you like to go to a Basil Brush show? Down at the BBC. It's only 20 minutes from Piccadilly. Join the crowd for laughing out loud. Though we only talk a lot of old codswallop, just like our MP.
Everything is waiting on the studio floor.
It doesn't matter if you've heard the jokes before. Everyone is welcome and we guarantee music and laughter, if that's what you're after. Down at the
Oh, hello, Cherry. Now, just come in. I can't wait for you to get here. My friend Basil's going away for the night to stay with his auntie in the country, so we'll have the flat just to ourselves. Just the two of us. I think you're a pussycat, too. Hurry up. I'll be waiting. Oh, what a girl. And what a night this is going to be. Candlelight, roses, wine, and no Basil.
Hello, Mr. Derek.
Basil! Well, what are you doing here?
I live here.
Well, I know you do, but you're supposed to be away for the night with your auntie.
Oh, she didn't have room for me. No, just as well, too. She lives miles from anywhere, you know. Yeah, right out in the country. She hasn't got a television. Even the radio works by gas. And if you look out of the window, all you can see is miles and miles of miles and miles.
Well, you should have stayed. It would have done you good.
Oh, no, I thought. Poor old Mr. Derek, I thought. Up there in that lonely flat all by himself. I'll go back and spend the evening with him playing snap. Yes, Mr. Derek would like that, I thought.
Yeah, well, it was a very nice thought, but you've sort of mucked up my arrangements.
I haven't touched them.
I mean, I've got other plans.
Oh, you mean you'd rather play Ludo?
As a matter of fact, Basil, I am expecting a guest.
Oh, that's marvellous. We can play three-handed snap. What time's he coming?
It's not a he, it's a she.
Oh, no. You haven't invited your auntie, have you? God, Jack Bodell with bloomers.
Basil, as a matter of fact, my new girlfriend is coming around here this evening.
New girlfriend?
Yep.
Another one?
But Basil, this one's rather special.
Oh, yeah?
Remember last week we went to that dance at the village hall?
Yeah.
You left early.
Well, I had to. It was so crowded. One girl fainted on the dance floor, and she had to go round 3 times before she could fall down.
Well, when you left, Cherry came into my life.
Who?
Cherry. That's her name. We met in the gentleman's excuse me.
What's she doing in there?
Basil, the gentleman's excuse me is a dance where you change partners. The music stopped, and suddenly, there she was in my arms.
He was a ballet dancer last week, you knew.
Who was a ballet dancer last week?
That policeman on the telly. Yeah. Look at the way he's directing that traffic. Beautiful movement.
Basil, we don't want the television on, not when I'm expecting a guest.
Don't switch. But I like watching television.
Do you watch too much television, you'll end up with square eyeballs.
Ah, that's a fallacy, that is.
Now, what I want is a bit of romantic background music.
Romantic background music. Oh.
There we are. Basil, wouldn't you like to go out?
Go out? I've only just come in.
Well, I know, but a young man likes to be alone with his lady friend sometimes. You know, 2's company, 3's a crowd.
Oh, I won't interfere, Mr. Derek. I'll just watch.
Look, I don't want you to watch. There'll be nothing to watch anyway.
Well, why is she coming then?
Because I invited her.
What are those candles for? We're not having another blooming power cut, are we?
Basil, candlelight is very romantic.
Ooh, get you. I hope we're not going to have all that kissing and cuddling business. Yeah. Can't stand that kissing and cuddling. You can catch a cold doing that, you know.
Yes, well, Cherry has not got a cold, and when she gets here, you behave yourself. Hey, that'll be Cherry now.
Huh?
Now, you just mind what you say.
I won't say a dicky bird. Oh.
Cherry.
Hello, pussycat.
Pussycat?
Oh, you've got a lovely pad here, haven't you? Oh, I have looked forward to this. Just you and me for the evening. Oh, you are lovely.
Ooh, blimey.
Hey, that's a funny-looking pooch.
Pooch? What do you mean, pooch?
Well, I'll go to the bottom of our stairs. It can talk.
Huh?
Is it yours, Derek, or does it belong to your friend, Basil?
Yes, well, this is my friend, Basil. This is my flatmate.
Hey, just a minute, Mr. Derek. This isn't your flatmate. It's our flatmate. I pay half the rent, you know.
You mean that you two share this flat?
Huh?
Oh, I do meet some funny fellas.
Yes, this is my friend Basil Brush. Basil, say hello to my lady friend Cherry.
How do you do, Miss Cherry?
Hello, Basil. Oh, you are a little duck.
I'm not a duck. I'm a chap.
She didn't mean any harm. Where Cherry comes from, that's a term of endearment. You see, Cherry comes from right up north.
Oh, I've never met an Eskimo before. I see.
Yep.
She won't expect to rub noses with me, will she?
Not that far north, you nut.
Oh.
Cherry is a Lancashire lass.
Oh.
And Cherry, I bought these roses just for you.
Derek, ta.
I say, Mr. Derek, they aren't as nice flowers as you bought your last girlfriend.
Shut up.
Another girlfriend?
Yes, Lily from Leeds. Real Yorkshire Lily was. She looked like Freddie Truman. Oh, by Gum, boom, boom.
Cherry, can I put your roses in water?
Oh,
And may I take your coat?
Oh, thank you, Derek.
There we are.
Ta.
Oh, you are a pretty little thing. Oh, you've got lovely little eyes, silky hair, eh? And beautiful whiskers.
Whiskers? Oh, Derek, come quick!
What is it? What's the matter?
There's a mouse there.
What
Under his coat, look.
It's only Ferdinand, my
That's
little
all. I
friend.
told you not to loose that mouse in the house.
Well,
Not when I've got a guest.
He wouldn't harm a fly. Come on, Miss Cherry, pick him up. He doesn't half tickle when he runs up your leg.
Where is it?
I don't know what all the blooming fuss is about.
come here.
Come, hey, watch it.
What?
Watch it.
Hey, Basil, you should know better.
Huh?
You know ladies don't like mice.
Lady mice like mice.
Well, Cherry is not a lady mouse.
Ooh.
Never you mind, pussycat. You come and sit down and I'll get you a drink to calm your nerves.
What about a saucer full of milk?
Basil, shut up. You behave yourself, it won't be a minute.
I'm terribly sorry, Miss Cherry. I didn't mean to upset you.
That's all right, Basil. But it did give me a bit of a turn.
Oh, well. I say you're a long way from home, aren't you? What are you doing in London?
Well, to tell you the truth, Basil,
Yeah?
I came to look for a husband.
Oh, anybody's in particular?
Oh, no. I mean one for myself.
Oh.
Someone tall, dark and handsome. Derek's nice, isn't he?
Well... He's tall, and in the dark he's handsome.
There we are, a nice bottle of wine and a little snack.
Oh, Mr. Derek.
Yes?
Somebody spilt soot all over the sago.
Basil, that's caviar.
What's caviar?
Sturgeon's eggs.
Oh. Well, I hope those eggs are fresh. Oh, what a... Oh.
Basil, they're Sturgeon's roes.
Are they?
Cherry, would you like some?
Oh, no, Tar. I don't go much for the fancy stuff. I like plain Lancashire food, you know, cow heel and pig's trotters.
Cow heels? Pig's trotters? Oh.
So Lancashire food is great.
Eh?
I'm very fond of tripe.
Well, why don't you switch the telly on again?
Look, I don't want the telly on again.
Derek, I'd like to powder me nose.
Oh,
Where
yes.
do I go?
Well, the bathroom is that door up there.
Tar, excuse me. I won't be a jiffy.
Yes, well, the evenings are getting shorter, aren't they, Basil?
So are skirts. God.
Well, that's the fashion. I think they're very smart. You've got nothing against mini skirts, have you?
Oh, no. I mean, the way the boys wear their hair these days, the girls have got to do something to look different, haven't they? I say, Mr. Derek, why did Miss Cherry want to go and powder her nose outside? Why couldn't she have powdered it in here?
Now, Basil, don't ask silly questions.
But she's only just powdered it a few minutes ago.
Yes, but just forget it.
What's that? What? What's the matter?
Cherry, what is it? What's the matter?
There's a frog in the bath.
Well, of course there's a frog in the bath. I wouldn't keep him in the bedroom,
Well,
would
don't
I?
worry, Cherry. It's only another of Basil's silly pets.
He's not a silly pet. Hoppy's a great friend of mine, you know.
Well, it's a daft place to keep a frog. What do you do when you have a bath?
Oh, I blindfold him. Blindfold him! Boom, boom! I bet that scream frightened the life out of the poor little chap.
Well, never you mind,
He's
Cherry.
probably hopped it by now, you know.
Never you mind. You have a nice glass of wine. This is very good vintage, this.
They squash those grapes with their feet to make that wine, you know. Oh, it's all right. They take their shoes and socks off first, you know.
I don't think I want any more,
Now,
Derek.
look, don't take any notice of him.
Oh, but can't we get rid of him somehow?
Huh?
Basil?
Oh, yes.
Would you like to go to the pictures?
Oh, that's very nice of you to ask me, Miss Cherry. Oh, no. No, I don't think we ought to leave Mr. Derek by himself, though, do you? No. Look, you carry on. Don't worry about me.
Basil, must you make that noise?
Well, the bottom's the best part, you know. Oh, I beg your pardon.
Derek,
Yep.
why don't you wear jeans? I like chaps that wear jeans.
Well, I often wear jeans.
Doesn't Jean mind?
What is it? What's the matter?
Hey, that thing there moved.
Basil, look!
Oh, that's where he is. I thought he'd hibernated.
This is ridiculous. First them frogs and things in the bath and then that.
Oh, I shouldn't worry, Miss Shell. You'll go well on Shell, you will.
It's no use, Derek. You know, this isn't a flat, it's a zoo.
Yeah, but Cherry,
I
don't go.
can't stay, not with that daft dog and all. I'm going.
But please don't go. Well, look, we've got a lot of wine.
Bye-bye.
And what about
Thank
the
you.
roses?
It would have been lovely.
No, but Cherry, please. Oh, well. That's another girlfriend I've lost.
Oh, well, never mind, Mr. Derek. We'll keep you company.
What do you mean, we?
What?
Who's this?
Oh, that's Mitzi, a lady friend of mine. I've invited her round to watch the telly. Yes. Lucky Miss Cheryl went before Mitzi arrived. She can't stand pussycats.
Well, what's special on the telly?
Oh, it's one of Mitzi's favourite singers. It's Peter Noone.
Mitzi!
Hey!
Mitzi, it's Peter Noone.
Look.
There was a time when they used to make rhymes out of loving and loving and whining and crying. But now they're all lost in their own holocaust with their preaching and teaching and lying and dying. Where did their stories go wrong to become just a part of a song? When all the songs went shooby-doo-wah, doo-wah, and all the birds sang tweedledee-dee-dee, and all the people sang shooby-doo-wah, doo-wah. Now there's you and me, and all we're singing is I wanna teach the world, and what we're thinking is how we can change the world, and what we're doing is undoing what they've done. Why can't we just be boy and girl? So just sing me a song that could never go wrong, in which loving and loving just have to belong. Had we pretended those rhymes never ended, then maybe we'd never have written this song. Those words that we all knew so well, from the ones who had something to tell. When all the songs went shooby-doo-wah, doo-wah, and all the birds sang tweedledee-dee-dee, and all the people sang shooby-doo-wah, doo-wah. Now there's you and me, and all we're singing is shooby-doo-wah, doo-wah, and all the birds sing tweedledee-dee-dee, and all the people sing shooby-doo-wah, doo-wah, doo-wah.
Basil, now is the time.
Is it really?
Yes.
Oh, I am pleased. Time for what?
Time for something you've really been looking forward to.
Oh, supper time.
No, not supper time. It's time for Chapter 2 in our continuing story of thrilling adventures on the high seas.
Big deal.
And I don't want any of your blasé badinage or fallacious flippancy.
Ooh. Pardon me for persiflaging. You're not like this when we're knitting egg cozies together.
Now, let's see how much you remember about the story.
Oh, yeah.
Now, the gallant ship Sea Fox has left Plymouth Harbour for the Caribbean.
Yes.
With her crew of privateers and freebooters.
Yes.
And who is the leader of the motley band?
Bert Hayes.
No, not Bert Hayes. I'm not talking about our band, I'm talking about a pirate band.
Who?
And their leader was a brave, brave man. Who's that?
Bert Hayes, sitting out there listening to this lot. Give us a tinkle, Bertie. He's got a lovely tinkle, our
Look, Basil, will you please forget Bert's lovely tinkle and listen to the story?
Oh, righty-ho.
Right. The leader of the pirates was Captain Basil Trelawney, or Basil the Buccaneer.
Hey, wait a minute.
What's the matter?
Hey, hang about. Someone's knocked off my dabber.
Knocked off your what?
My dabber. My sherbet dipperina. Cool. I am the victim of the dreaded dipperina knocker-offer. Cool.
Look, Basil, I don't...
I bet that studio manager's pinched it to stir his tea.
Basil, I don't care about your dabber.
Well, I do. I can't eat my sherbet without my dipperina.
Well, can't you? Look, dip your finger in like this.
Huh?
There we are. Now, you get on with your sherbet and let me get on with the story. Now, I was telling...
I can't eat my sherbet now.
Why not?
You dipped your finger in it. Cool. That's not hygienic.
Basil,
Yeah.
Basil, will you please forget it?
I can't forget it.
Why not?
I shall probably dream about it.
Look, Basil, will you please be quiet and listen?
Yeah.
Now, where was I?
Sitting there with your finger in me sherbet.
Well, Basil, there are millions of people out there waiting for this story, so may I suggest we get stuck into it?
A jolly good idea.
Basil! Get your snout out. Look at the state of you. You got grey whiskers.
Watch it. You wouldn't hit an old man, would you?
Look, I want to brush it off.
Oh.
Now, come here. God, look at the state of this.
Cool.
Right, okay.
Hey, steady on.
What?
Cool. It's like the blooming workout.
Now, look. Now, look.
Cool.
I'm going to get back to the story.
It's got behind
Now,
my eyeballs.
Will you please pay attention?
Yes.
Right. Life on a pirate ship in the old days was not easy.
No.
The crew slept in overcrowded quarters below the foredeck, among the ropes, tackles, stores, the guns and the ammunition.
Oh, yes.
Tiddler, the cabin boy...
I like Tiddler.
Considered himself
He's a
lucky
nice
to...
lad, Tiddler.
Considered himself lucky to have a quarter to himself behind the galley.
Marvellous.
Even though it was the smallest room he'd ever seen.
Oh, I bet it wasn't as small as the room I had when I was a little boy. My room was so small, I could switch off the light and be in bed before it got dark.
Basil, don't tell fibs.
Huh?
But Tiddler loved the Sea Fox.
I like Tiddler, yes.
And he would lie in his bunk at night and listen to the creaking of her stays.
All ladies don't wear them these days, do they?
Don't wear what?
Stays. They used to lace themselves up till their waists only measured 18 inches. Oh, must have been agony. Yeah. My granny used to lace herself up so tight, when she ate a big meal, she got 3 inches taller.
Stays, Basil, were the ship's ropes.
Oh.
Tiddler would listen to the creaking of the ship's stays and the groaning of her timbers,
Yeah.
and fall asleep to the dream of the Caribbean and Captain Flint's treasure.
Yeah.
In olden times, journeys were long, arduous and frustrating.
Especially on British rail.
They didn't have British rail in those days.
Lucky lot. The porters on our station started to go slow 6 weeks ago and nobody noticed.
Well, they were only working to rule.
Oh, that's good. In one factory, they worked to rule and production went up.
Yeah, that's got nothing to do with this story, has it?
No, I just thought I'd mention it.
Well, I'd rather you didn't.
I shall refrain.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome. Come on. Come on.
The journeys were long, arduous and frustrating, and Tiddler spent a lot of his time learning the rudiments of sailoring.
Oh, yes?
As cabin boy, he soon learned that what would happen if he threw a pail of kitchen slops into the wind.
He'd get his own back.
Captain Basil's first officer, Benjamin Bird, instructed him in the arts of seamanship and navigation.
Yes.
So he could read a chart with the best of them. Mr. Bird made the charts.
Oh, was he a pop singer?
No, of course he wasn't a pop singer. These are nautical charts.
Yeah.
And Mr. Bird was sailing officer and navigator.
Ah.
You know what navigators are, don't you?
Yes. Road menders wear them round their legs.
Navigator.
Road menders, you didn't get that.
I got it.
You got
Very
it?
slow, but I got it.
It's a wonder with that tight sweater, I tell you. God.
The navigator plots the course of the ship.
Oh, yes.
Tiddler also learned how to read the stars and to recognize the pole star by locating the Big Dipper.
Oh, I wish I could locate mine.
Your
God.
what?
My Big Dipper. I'm dying for a dab. God. come on, come on.
They had passed the Azores and the Canary Islands
yes.
and well into the middle of the mighty Atlantic Ocean when the boy got his first taste of a storm at sea. The wind came up without warning.
He'd had too much sherbet.
And Captain Basil ordered all hands on deck.
Cool! That was dangerous. Somebody might tread on their fingers.
All hands aloft! All hands aloft, shouted Mr. Bird. Loose your braces!
Lose their braces? Their trousers would fall down. Oh, they'd be in a predicament, wouldn't they? Oh, come on, come on.
The Sea Fox pitched and tossed as the wind grew stronger. And Captain Basil gave the order to lower her jib and spanker.
Cool, poor little thing. What's she done?
Nothing. The jib is the sail at the front, the spanker is the sail at the back. The heavy seas threatened to swamp the Sea Fox, and at times she was almost on her beam's end.
Oh, so am I. Yeah. I've been skint for 2 days, you know. Yeah. I suppose you couldn't see your way clear to...
No. Look out! It was Basil who shouted.
I didn't say a word.
No, not you. It was Captain Basil who shouted the warning, but Mr. Bird failed to see the heavy boom swing across the deck. It struck him a violent blow, sending him into the scuppers, and as he staggered to his feet, the heavy timber swung back again. And with a despairing cry, the first officer disappeared over the side into the raging sea.
Oh!
That's all we've got time for this week, Basil.
All we've got time for? But Mr. Bird's been hit twice by the same boom. Boom, boom.
Listen next week to another thrilling episode of Basil the Buccaneer. In days of old, when pirates' boat would sail the ocean wide,
they bowed before they killed someone. It looked more dignified.
When they saw the Sea Fox, other pirate ships would hide.
The villains used to tremble when they heard his name.
Basil and his faithful crew destroyed 100 ships.
If anyone upset him, they'd had their blooming ships.
The name of Captain Basil was on everybody's lips,
and everywhere he went, they heard his battle cry. He was a brave, brave man.
Buccaneering Basil,
a pirate bold was he. As a privateer, he knew no fear. He sailed the mighty sea. Again and again on the rolling main, his enemies would cry when they saw his southern crossbones and heard his battle cry. Avast there, ye rebels!
Very good.